All right, thanks, Ken. Hear me all right? Beautiful. Hope everyone had a great night and excited for a good day of sessions here and maybe some golf, maybe some spa. No matter what it is, we're not in the office, right? So thank you, Media Post, for the invite, and glad to be kicking off today's session. So my name is Brian Danzis. I'm the Global Head of Video at Spotify. And before I start, I just wanted to ask, who here uses Spotify? I mean, it's like literally almost everyone in the room. That's awesome. Well, you're not alone because we have 170 million monthly active users using the Spotify service. We're by far the world's largest music streaming platform. And we're now in 65 countries, both our free service and our premium service. Now, I'm sure most of you focus on the US market here, so I want to talk about scale in the US. As ComScore's latest numbers here in April, we have nearly 90 million people using our platform in the US market. And when you juxtapose that reach against major broadcaster full episode players, you can see we're number one against adults 18 to 34. Probably expect that, right? Music platform, young, that demographic is really kind of what fueled our growth. But now as we get broader and more mainstream, we've kind of conquered some other demographics here as well. You might not have known that we're double the size of Hulu for adults 18 to 49, and larger than ESPN for adults 25-54. So we get broader, we get more mainstream, and we also have people spending a lot of time on our platform on a daily basis. In fact, we're the #1 mobile app and website on time spent on a daily basis here in the US. People spend 15% more time on our platform than Facebook, 50% more time on our platform than Google. And that's Google Maps and Google Search and all that. And Facebook, that's Instagram and all their other properties. So Spotify is an important part of everyone's daily lives. And I don't know about you, but I was using it to fuel my run this morning. I use Spotify when I'm cranking on PowerPoint. I use Spotify on my commute, and I use it when I get home at night when I'm having dinner with my family. It's an important part of people's lives. And now that Spotify has become so ubiquitous, available on 300 different devices, in cars, on gaming systems, on voice-activated assistants, you can use Spotify on pretty much any device with a screen or a speaker. And we just relaunched our free user experience, which we're really proud of. So one thing that makes Spotify unique is we've got this dual revenue model, right? Unlike Netflix that solely relies on subscriptions, or Facebook which solely relies on advertising, we have these two revenue models. I'm sure a lot of you are on premium, so some of you use free. We actually have more free users globally than our paid subscribers. So we wanted to enhance this experience and make it even better. So now on our free service, you can select individual songs from our 15 top playlists, things like Discover Weekly, Release Radar. You don't have to hit shuffle play and wait for Taylor Swift to come up. You can literally go to that individual song. We've made it easier for new users to access Spotify and curate and enjoy playlists like Discover Weekly because it can learn from you and get your inputs more quickly as soon as you sign up. And we're also using your data plan more efficiently, so free can be as close to free as possible. Now, what's great about Spotify, and we're so tied into culture, we're such an integral part of people's lives, that when things happen in culture, we see a corresponding action on our platform. When an artist passes, people come to Spotify to celebrate them. And while we have 35 million tracks, it's not a dumb platform. It's a platform that responds to the actions in the real world. So I'm going to give you a couple examples right now and see if you can, well, let's first see if you can predict these songs here. So here's the first one. Everyone knows this one, right? So this is Prince. And after JT performed this Prince song, I Would Die For You, at the Super Bowl, we saw streams spike nearly 1,000% immediately after and the days after that performance. We've done a lot with this artist recently. You know this one, right? Anyone shout it out? Yeah, of course, this is David Bowie, right? So we saw streams, of course, spike when David Bowie passed. Unfortunately, we did a lot of work honoring him over the last year or so. We had a great installation in New York City subway system. And when Elon Musk sent that roadster up into space on the Falcon rocket playing Life on Mars, we saw streams spike on our platform immediately after. Now this one might be a little tricky. Anyone know this song? There you go. So this one, if you guys remember, there was an eclipse last year in North America. Well, we saw streams of this silly song spike 3,000%. And literally it was timed to as when the eclipse was moving across the continent. People literally had eclipse parties playing this through Spotify. So when life happens, we see it happen on Spotify. If it's going down on Spotify. So you may be asking yourselves, great, thanks Brian, that's a great opening, you played some music, we had some laughs, but what the hell is Spotify presenting at a video conference for? You're a music platform, you're audio, audio equals radio, radio equals not video. Well see, just that's the thing folks, is that music is immersive. And it's not something we just use our ears to do, but we experience it in profoundly unique ways. We go to concerts, we watch music videos, we read about our favorite artists, we interact with these musicians through social media. And because we have such a large audience spending so much time on our platform, we need to give them more things to do. So we're investing in original video content. We're transforming playlists into actual shows because we have the license and credibility now with these owned and operated playlists like Rap Caviar, Hot Country. You may come across this promo during Rock This.
We're Imagine Dragons and you're watching Rock This.
Music videos, live performances, and the hottest 50 tracks. Welcome to Rock This, only on Spotify.
So I don't know if you caught that, but watching Rock This. One out of every 2 songs on our platform is user-initiated. So people are leaned in and engaged, and we're giving them more reasons to look at their screen and complement the music experience. Here's some of the other features we now have on our platform, which you can find on our service.
This is Mogul, a new podcast from Spotify.
Hey, you watching Rap Caviar, you heard?
Every Friday, we've got music videos, artist interviews, and a look behind the scenes.
So as you can see, audio and video complement each other on our platform very nicely. Now, the free experience is supported with advertising, and we have a variety of different activations, audio type ads, custom integrations, and video advertising. Again, that's why we're here. We want to talk about our video ad solutions. And as an app, we're in a unique position to only deliver video when the user's in focus and active, right? And ads are all, content is user initiated. And over the last 6 months, we've made a concerted effort to make it easier to buy video ads on our platform. You can buy them on an upfront basis. You can buy them programmatically, programmatic guarantee through PMPs. Don't have any of our video inventory on the open exchange, so you still do need to talk to your salespeople, but we want to make it easier to activate. We accept any creative length under 30 seconds, and we recently were able to offer vertical orientation on all of our mobile units. Now, there's a lot of solutions out there today when it comes to video ad formats and the video ad platforms out there, and everyone is very, very different. And this isn't to say that any are better or worse. We're just different, right? And I think as a app and as a music platform, we can be different. So I want to point out how video ads are delivered versus some of the other larger platforms out there. Again, ads start only when the user is initiated in focus. Audio is always on because it's a music platform. Can't skip, can't block. We've got logged in users, not a website relying on cookies. And all of our video views and our video impressions are guaranteed on a completion. Now, conventional wisdom says this up front, that if you want scale, you got two choices, right? Where does most of the video investment dollars go? It's full episode players because it's brand safe and it's easy to buy TV and a complement to the digital platforms. And then there's the duopoly, lots of scale there as well. We want to present you today with a third option. A third option that addresses the needs of today's video investment leads. And I don't think that either one of those solutions deliver on in totality. We want to focus on brand safety and not just completions and not just viewability, but completed viewability, the two together. Thirdly, commercial clutter, which is the big topic that's up front. And then fourth, trying to understand how this all fits into your media buying process. First and foremost, brand safety. This is the #1 issue that we read about in media posts nearly every day. There's trouble in duopoly land, and it's not just that user-generated platform that has the issues. Any platform where you allow users to upload live content, comment, or otherwise create their content and put it on your platform, there's going to be challenges. There just is. And there's a lot of risk for brands associated with that. Well, Spotify is a truly premium brand-safe environment. We're a walled garden when it comes to content, right? So all the programming and music on our platform is produced by the labels or licensed by us, or vice versa, actually. And then we have real people, again, logged in with email addresses, not robots, no fraud, no spiders, no fake news, none of that bad stuff. Good quality programming you can associate with. When it comes to viewability, we perform really well. We just recently partnered with IAS. As you can see, viewability on our video ads on desktop and mobile are all in the 90%. Great, love that. We don't need another conference talking about viewability. But as we know, the MRC standard, only 3% of marketers surveyed by the CMO Council think this is an adequate and reasonable definition. And we all know that, right? Because in this day of scrolling and swiping and everyone's moving through content really, really quickly, it's really hard to see an ad and be aware of it and recall it and know what's happening after 2 seconds. It's just, I don't understand how the brain can process that information that quickly. No matter what other platform says that 2 seconds is enough. Because I don't know if you guys just noticed, but I just showed 6 ads here that were all viewable. Anyone see those ads? Probably didn't, right? It's tough, it goes right by you. But they were viewable, right? So we look at a metric that Mode has called AVOC, and that marries viewability and audibility with the completion. It looks at those two pieces, not in any 2 seconds with 50% pixels, but in the final 2 seconds. So when we guarantee complete, I want to be able to show you that it's an AVOC complete. And as you can see, the benchmarks here globally are very weak. So 75% of the time, no one's watching and no one's listening in the final 2 seconds of your message. And Spotify, because we have a great environment that's respectful and non-interruptive, our performance is 40 points better on mobile. Which leads me to the point #3, commercial loads. And Joe Marchese and Linda Yaccarino are doing a great job talking about this and bringing this major issue front and center this up front. And I applaud them for looking to reduce TV commercial loads. Because if you watch basic cable on a Sunday afternoon with your kids, it's almost unwatchable how many ads there are, right? But because of these declining TV ratings and fluidity buying, some networks now won't even allow you to buy a TV up front without buying the digital companion, right? The same ad loads are now transferring to the digital properties. Hulu is about 9 minutes per hour, though I've heard they've reduced it to 7 minutes. ABC, I just watched this show, Station 19, the other day. There were 4 pods, 6 spots per pod with a pre-roll. It's 12.5 minutes per hour of advertising. Frequency wasn't really managed very well either. It's a big issue, right? With Spotify, we have innovated ad units like sponsored sessions where you get 1 ad per half hour. That's it. Limited commercial interruption, right? Truly honoring the advertiser and providing a great experience for the user in exchange. There's hardly any ad unit in the marketplace today that is able to reduce the amount of interruptions and celebrate the advertiser for once, right, to make for a better experience. And then finally, when you think about Spotify and you think about this multi-channel, multi-platform world, TV is still super effective. This is the TV Video Insider Summit, right? TV is one of the most successful mass mediums of all time. And I've got every single TV network up here and every single cable network and broadcast network. And over here in the gray, you can see what reach is against adults 18 to 49, which is tremendous, right? In the middle bar here, you can see the duplication with Spotify. And over here, because we have light TV viewers that stream, that don't watch live TV that often, you could see that nearly every single broadcast and cable network here, we have double-digit incremental reach against. So you've got a real complementary type audience here. So the upfronts are here. Last year, Jack Myers reports that the volume was up close to 6%. CPMs and broadcasts were up, over 9%. Rumor has it that broadcast networks are going out at plus 12. The cable networks are looking for mid-single-digit increases again. And all these issues with brand safety are probably going to benefit the TV networks. I've heard rumors that these budgets are shifting back into TV. Maybe they should, but we want to present you with a third option. You don't just have to go to full episode players because you're concerned about brand safety. You don't just have to invest in the duopoly because of concerns around scale. Don't compromise. Look at your third option out there. We have the scale. We have the new free user experience, which is better than ever. This is a true premium audience that's addressable with logged in users. You've got some of the best viewability metrics in the market, low clutter, and we complement TV. So I'll leave you with one final video, but this up front, think of Spotify as your third option.
We feel, we thrive, we rest, we vibe, take our sweet time, 'cause we do what we want to do.
Thanks, everyone.